Okay, silly me. Oh, there it is. Could not hear the audio. For some reason. There we go. How do all the pros manage to start these things consistently on time and right away with minimal cringe? It looks so easy. How I long to be a professional. Excuse me while I tap. Tippity tap away. Okay, I have no reason to not be used to the controls. I did not play any other games today. Did not have the option to play any other games today. I'll tell story time when other people actually get here. If anyone gets here. If they don't, that's fine too. I would understand. There are people much more entertaining than me they could be watching. Blech. Especially when I make noises like that. Yeah, it's because magic and not because we were too lazy to code swimming in this game. Don't worry about it. It's not weird. Hey, Ariel, steal your dad's shit. That's fine. It must be Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, I think. I've got my days so fucking mixed up right now because my work schedule changed like 3 times in the past few months. And it might be changing again. So I'm all out of whack. Needs more Finny fun. I am having an insufficient amount of Finny fun with this overworld music. I think this is probably the area I spent the most time grinding for enemy cards in. Back when I did my platinum run. Not fun. We also seem to be dropping frames somewhat. I'm not sure if that's my internet screwing up again, which could relate to my eventual story time. Ooh, is that a gold bar? Finally! Finally getting the fucking gold bars, man. About damn time. Yeah, I noticed what appears to be frames dropping. I don't know if that's just on my end. I don't know if that's just my internet. If anyone else hops in at any point, you can let me know. Because if it's not the internet, it might just be the capture card being silly. In which case, unplugging it and plugging it back in can usually fix it. Yeah, even with my the new USB cable, I got to hook that up to the computer. I am still having some issues with that. So the Pro capture card, the one that actually installs directly into the computer, is probably... No, it's not next on my buy list. That's right. I'm gonna buy a third mic next. It's on my eventual buy list. Okay, yeah, if that keeps up, people watching, people not watching, be damned. I'm gonna unplug the capture device and try to fix that. No. No es bueno. Yeah, see, now you get easy enemy cards. When you have no need for them, you get plenty of them. When you're deliberately trying to get them, these fuckers don't want to drop them. At all. I leveled up my health last time without really thinking about it, but I think I am kind of gonna focus on that until I get to a nice even quarter circle. I will feel safe at that point. I love having to reload just to finish off one piece of trash. It's the best. Beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive, all the... I can't talk. Talking is hard. You know, of all games that, of all the Kingdom Hearts games to not include the treasure magnet ability, this is about the worst one you could have picked, considering the way experience works. Okay. Took a little too long on that one, but okay. And first good opportunity to use a Moogle Room, I think we're gonna do so. Because I forget if I actually got to use one in the Halloween Town World or not. I don't think I did. One? Oh, perfect. Delicious. give me my free shit. These cards suck! You suck, Moogle. Ooh, we've got the fancy ones. Not quite the fanciest ones, but fancy ones. What do we got? A premium! I don't want premiums. They're not helpful. Come on, give me something. That's not something. What do I need? No, not that magic item. I need these ones. Okay. Okay. I think I might just start buying the best ones. I'm not gonna worry about the trash. I can also start selling stuff, actually. Not the worst idea. Just kind of selling anything I have an excessive number of. I feel like typically the only reason I'd keep any of the lower level cards for the most part is to use in slights. So I figure as long as I have 3 of whichever one's usually alright. A premium one seems useless, but actually I believe there is a really helpful combo later on that you need all ones for. And that's the one place that premiums are actually useful. So we'll hold on to at least one. Let's see. High potion, 3 for... Have we been using a high potion or a regular potion? I don't even know. Either way, don't think we'll be needing that many of those kind. No. I don't mean to keep going back in there. Forget which things are which sometimes. That's all. Yeah, that's right. We did increase that once. Yeah, I've been using regular ass, potions. That's not good. Hey, Mr. Jux. Yeah, Dumbo's here too. No Dumbo World yet. Would not surprise me if that's in our future. Like, that could easily, be the next stage in Kingdom Hearts. Since we've already done most of the Disney movies, instead we start doing live-action Disney movie worlds. Instead of finally getting a King of Thieves world, like I desperately wanted, we get another Aladdin world, but it's the live-action Aladdin. And so we get Blue Will Smith. God, I hope not. Please don't do that. Leslie, I beg you. I beseech you. If I can get away with it, it can't hurt to have another cure in here. Oh, I can't get away with it. Rip. Yeah, I gotta work on increasing my capacity a little more before I mess with that much. What way am I even going? Yeah, I don't even know. Excuse me, I think way too hard about what cards to use when it doesn't actually really matter. I've gotten to a point where trash mobs can be dealt with comfortably for the most part, which is good. Now that we're getting into the organization fights, it's gonna start being the opposite. They had enough audio from the first movie that they could have just brought back Robin Williams. Yeah. Like, as much as I do, I agree with most people's consensus that that role was just irreplaceable. That probably would have been worse than recasting him. I don't think they should have remade it, period, frankly. It's not even just a matter of being disrespectful to Robin Williams. I kind of feel like it's disrespectful to everyone involved and everyone who ever cared about... I can say that for all the live-action Disney movies, but... But yeah, that probably would have been worse. That's like, how, I believe there was discussion back when they were still trying to figure out what to do with the new Ghostbusters. Like, before they just decided, oh no, it's just a complete reboot or remake. Back when they were still toying with potentially making it Ghostbusters 3. With the original cast, they had, I believe there was discussion about using a CG Harold Ramis. And, that wouldn't have been a fun time. That would have made me very angry inside. Yeah, it's one thing to, like, obviously you're gonna keep actors even if they die before the actual film is released. Like, that's fine. That's not disrespectful, I don't think. But, when you use technology to kind of, bring them back after they're already gone, that's always a little weird. Little grody. Had to deliberate on exactly... Okay, never mind, I'm not using... I was like, Donald can't screw up here. They don't absorb any elements. They absorb lightning? Apparently? Oof. Yeah, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but no, Donald is actually useless in this game. Remember that time he cast Thunder on Larkscene? That was a good time. And then I used him again. He healed me twice! I was at full health and he healed me twice! Okay, it's easy to say Donald's useless, don't use him, but like, because of the way slights work, a lot of the times it's my gut to just kind of use him anyway. Just because that way I'm not permanently losing any cards for this round. But like, even that is enough for him to fuck you over. Bad! Not good game design. Can I just keep Aladdin? Can I go back and just take Aladdin with me and keep him here forever throughout every world? Because he's actually helpful. You just don't get nostalgia. Just like in general, you don't get nostalgic for things. That's actually probably about the best thing you can do. Because nostalgia is a very dangerous thing. It just gets a lot of people needlessly angry. I say this as someone, it frequently happens to me. so I know from experience.
Hurry! Come on! Gotcha!
Oh, Trix brought back the Trix made their cereal actually shaped like fruit again, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nostalgia. That still counts. Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't live without my nostalgia. My childhood was too much fun. And now I'm old and bitter, so that childhood is all I have to look back on. I realized how shit the world is. So I have to live in the past. I don't listen to any music newer than 10 years. Beast Wars is still the best cartoon ever made, and it always will be. They don't make them like they used to. See, situations like that. 1 bar left. I'd love to just be able to use Donald and have him finish off an enemy so I don't have to reload. But no, that's not a luxury we have. Because you have no guarantees. His stupid ass won't cast Thunder! Or Cure when you have full HP! Yeah, I don't want to hear any shit talk about how bad Donald's AI is in KH1. Because, good God, he never did anything this stupid in KH1. Is this the room I have to go to? Oh no, this is the gold bar room. Yeah, we can go ahead and get this one. You're asking a lot of me. You are asking a lot of me, Door. Ooh, 2-9 save rooms? Yeah, we can do that. Oh, we can do 2 of those. I've gotten proficient enough at this game that I'm not that worried about saving constantly. Bottomless Darkness is a card that's really only useful when grinding. And not even then, because I'm pretty sure all it does is spawn, spawn regular Heartless, like the basic shadows, which aren't worth terribly much experience. So even then, it's not helpful. It's helpful for really slow but easy grinding, if you just want to kind of turn your brain off and mash buttons. But, like I say, once we get the win button, or the win slight, whatever you want to call it, in a little bit, it'll be easier to just use that. If we've been grinding. I don't think I'm gonna try not to grind. I was tempted I couldn't have today. But, I'm tempted to grind in between episodes. We're gonna try not to. I couldn't today even if I had decided to, because, story time. I'm on my way to work. Nothing unusual. And I had to take a slight detour. Nothing major. Didn't think too much about it. Didn't really see what the problem was. Oh, Demix! Hey! Huh. I forgot that happened. I guess because I have a completed save file on this, that still carries over. If you have watched the 300 and something, if you've watched that bad movie about a bad character that's on this disc as well, then you will get a special bonuses in addition to the normal rewards in the special treasure rooms. So we got Demix. But yeah, anyway, detour from work, didn't realize what was wrong. When I got there, I just talking to customers and whatnot, realized that a drunk driver had run into a power pole and knocked electricity out in a big chunk of the area, including the traffic light, which is why there was traffic and a huge detour, because they just, I don't know, couldn't handle people going through, I guess. And so that was one thing. And then I get home. I live, like, well over 30 minutes away from my job. We're not on the same grid. I get home and the power's out. I was told it had been out for about 30 minutes. It was out in the entire area up to, like, the nearest traffic light up the road from me. Again, this is completely separate from the one by my work where I had to take the detour earlier. Another, what I can only assume was another drunk driver. I don't know. I don't think a sober person would do this. A large dump truck crashed into a power pole along with a good chunk of a pizza place and a liquor store a couple of miles off the road and knocked out, like, everything within a good couple of miles. Because that ain't even that close to me, but it was enough to knock the entire power out in the area for a good 5 hours? Something like that. So yeah, did not think I was going to be able to stream today, actually. It finally came back on. I went to get some ice cream because it was just too hot without the AC running. And I needed something to chill out. And when I came back, the power was on. But yeah, so it had to have been out for a good 6 hours, something like that. Not fun. I have ways of dealing with no internet. I can deal with no internet, but no electricity, period. I was dying. I attempted to sleep through most of it. It did not end well. Had the power not been on by the time I got back, I was probably gonna go right back out and go see a movie or something. I still haven't seen the new Godzilla. Because, like, I could not keep sitting around doing nothing. I was going insane. I'm sorry, I just looked at chat. The Spartan movie? Which Spartan movie? Meet the Spartans? So yeah, two presumably entirely separate incidents. Two people completely independently of each other. But within, like I said, about a half-hour drive of each other. Two drunk drivers crashing into two different power poles, knocking out electricity in two different areas. I don't know what the fuck they're putting in the water in South Carolina, but they need to stop. Oh, the 300 movie I mentioned. Yeah, that's right. The Zack Snyder movie, yeah. I've actually never seen that. I've seen it parodied to hell and back, because that movie was everywhere back when it first came out. But have not seen it. I probably should, because I'm actually something of a Zack Snyder apologist. Like, I adore Watchmen. Watchmen is one of my favorite films, period. I don't think Man of Steel is terrible. I think Batman v Superman is very fundamentally flawed. I don't know that what went wrong with that movie was necessarily his fault. I think there were a variety of factors that went into that one being bad. And I have a complicated relationship with Sucker Punch. I can't even begin to get into that one because the topics involved in that movie are a little too sensitive for me to be qualified to discuss. But that's an interesting one. But, you know, point being, all these Zack Snyder movies, of all of them, 300 is probably his most popular and actually the one that was most well received, and that's the one I haven't seen. Because that movie came out back when I was a hipster teenager, and the second I kept hearing about stuff that was super popular and everyone kept talking about it, I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sick of hearing about it. I say used to, but I'm actually still kind of that way. The fastest way to make me not want to watch something is to keep telling me to watch it. That's why I missed the Attack on Titan train as well. Because all of a sudden people would not shut up about it. It was like suddenly the new mainstream anime that normal people, I would hear normal people in college talking about. And I was just like, oh dear. I actually gave that a try though. Because I watched the Team 4-Star Bridge series, the whole one episode they did of it. And I was like, okay, this is pretty fun. I'll give the actual show a try. And so when the actual show started on Toonami, I watched the first one episode. Oh, another gold bar. Sweet. Excellent. We take those. Yeah, watched the show on Toonami and very quickly realized that the first episode of the Team 4-Star Abridged series was actually like the first 5 episodes of the actual show condensed into one. And I very immediately realized, oh, this show's pacing is hot garbage. And so I never went back. Ain't nobody got time for that. The hype can ruin the experience. Like, I try to go into stuff with low expectations nowadays. Because otherwise I do end up just getting let down more often than not. That's why I try so hard to avoid spoilers, and rarely succeed. I succeeded with KH3, but, the problem with KH3 is that my, it wasn't just that I didn't have expectations, it's that my expectations were already very low. And it still kind of let me down. I'm gonna stop complaining about Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a happy place. Like I said, I might end up doing a whole video on that. I'll have plenty of time to get all that baggage out. You can't watch it because seeing people get eaten disturbs you on a strange level. I can understand that. It's one of those things like that kind of falls into the whole vor thing. And that's one of those fetish that's one of those things that's such an alien thing. If it's not your... I shouldn't be talking about this. That's one of those just alien thought process where if you're not into it, it's just like incomprehensible to you. Yeah, seeing people get eaten, I can see why that would fuck with you though, because like that's fucked up. It is. I always like my whole thing with it back before I actually watched even the abridged version and just kept seeing stuff of it. Oh, this is what really threw me off. I thought for sure it was a comedy. I really did, because like all of the animations and facial expressions were so exaggerated. And so much of the stuff just seems so random and out of place for a drama that I'm just like, oh, it's a comedy, I get it. And I'm like, oh, no, they're taking this seriously. There's just also weird, dumb shit that makes it hard to take the show seriously. Like some weird lady screaming over how hot a slice of a Titan's arm is or something. I never got that far. Like I said, once I watched the first 3 episodes or whatever, realized it was not even the first episode of the abridged version. I was like, oh, I ain't got time for this shit. Because this is not interesting enough to justify it being this long. So I didn't even get to half the, like, really memey scenes I would see. I don't know what the full context of them was, but I just can't. Not for me. It turns out I was right on that one, because everyone who used to love that series seems to have turned on it lately. The rare occasion I even see anyone talk about that show, it's them shit-talking it. I thought I had another gold bar for a second. I thought I saw yellow. I was like, 3 gold bars in 1 world? Shit. I'll take 2 though. I'm gonna have to debate what to do with those, cause I forget which treasures are in which room, and I forget which ones are actually useful. So I forget if it's worth it to go back to the older rooms and open them that way, or just kind of roll with it and open all the later ones. I would think the later ones would have better rooms, so maybe just keep on with that. Those fish are really obnoxious, and I don't much care for them. Can I stop getting Donalds in this world, please? I feel like these past several fights now, I have not gotten any Goofies, just Donalds. That's not helpful. I forgot I don't have any coffee with me. I might die. No, I'll be fine. I will live. I will have it either after I stream, or I will take a break in a little bit, depending on how long we go. Should be able to go to at least 10 again. Probably a little more than that. Because I have the day off tomorrow. Ain't that special? If power had stayed out, I probably would have called in and seen if I could go in tomorrow. Just because working would have been preferable to sitting in complete silence and heat. Like, at least I wouldn't have been bored and I would have gotten paid to sit around. I think I will take that over desperately trying to keep sleeping just because there's literally nothing else to do. Give me my CP. I know I said I wanted to get to a half circle, but I also want to try and get a better deck going. Because I'm sick of those fucking giant fishes, breaking my cards. We're dropping frames again, I think. But yeah, I'm watching this off the capture software, so I don't think whatever's causing that would be on the internet, which means it's just my capture card being dumb. God, you fuckers. I do not like these fish. Their smug aura mocks me. Getting lots of green cards at least. Well, that was 0, so I got that one doesn't really help. But you know, like I said last time, I believe that green cards just kind of stop appearing in higher level rooms for some reason. And I just realized this room goes nowhere. I've wasted all of our time. Maintain that this does not count as grinding. I'm going through the rooms, I'm beating the enemies that appear. I'm not backtracking through rooms. This is fine. What the fuck broke my potion? Goofy, just kill everything. Please. Thanks, Dad! Who is the best dad and why is it Goofy? Because it just is. Oy. I just noticed something. Am I not getting, Am I full of cards already? I feel like I'm not getting new ones. Yep! See? That's what happens! There is a ridiculously limited number of those things. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you until I can get rid of some of these things. We are officially in ignore enemies mode. We are also in 1 second I have to let my cat out mode. I forgot he was even in here. He was being uncharacteristically good. Normally that's the one that's all up in my face when I'm trying to do stuff. Trying to nuzzle me. Sickening. Okay, so I think I just completely went the wrong way, and to access that other one I have to go, down. Nope, 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 nope. Not fighting any of you until I get rid of some cards. Because I forget if stuff like jokers and gold bars count or not. I think they might be on a separate count than the rest of your stock, so that you can't get screwed out if you're low on room. But nonetheless, just in case, we don't want to fuck with that. We also don't want to fuck with white mushrooms because who cares? No point in fighting them unless you are unless you're going for completion, getting all the enemy cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Could have sworn those did something. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, cards with stronger Heartless. Yeah, I want to keep that. Fuck off. Get out of here. I forgot those cards even existed. Yeah, we don't want that. That's a bad time. Alright, let's watch this boring cutscene while I check Twitter. Once again, I'm not even reading this, I'm just hitting X. Hitting X while I scroll through Twitter. Yeah, at the rate we're going, we're probably actually gonna finish this game, like, relatively quickly. Much more quickly than, whatever we stream next will not be, 3 Houses or whatever. Because 3 Houses is still a month out. I wish 3 Houses was closer, but it's still a month out. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do next. Probably gonna be something a little more involved than this, just because I know this game can be a little boring to watch, especially when you've already played it. So I don't know. I'm gonna be uploading the VODs. So maybe I'll throw up a straw poll in there. Think of a couple of games that I think might be fun to do. And see what people think. Let's do another Moogle room. We've got plenty of them. We've got plenty of them, and I don't want to fight anymore because we're so because we've got so much stock. Gravity! Yeah, that's something I need to do. Next cutscene break is look up the Game Breaker spell. Since I can't remember what cards it takes. Oh, what's a good one? A 0? Yeah, okay. Zero lightning, that would be helpful if I used lightning on anything. Ooh, 9. Very nice. Alright, let's melt some more of these suckers down. Actually, Crab Claw's pretty good. I'll hold on to that one for now. Yeah, Crab Claw's actually probably the best Keyblade we have now. Yeah, I can sell some spells. We ain't really using magic. Hey, Smash Master. Good to see you. How was your day? I don't care about them moving more slowly. Ooh, zeros. Look at all that. We have 4 zeros of that one. My day was okay. If a little stressful. You missed story time. I'll give you the abridged version again. Basically, not 1 but 2 power lines in my area got knocked out today by drunk drivers. One like right by my work, and one by my house. Completely independent of each other, 2 drunk drivers crashed into power poles today. And so power was out at my place for about 6 hours. I did not know if I was going to be able to stream today, but it came back on after a while. So yeah. Yeah, people are cray. Like, I shouldn't be presumptuous. I don't know that the second one was a drunk driver. The one that knocked out power in my area, but the fact that it was a dump truck that crashed into a shopping plaza, right into a liquor store and pizza parlor, and the power pole along with it all. Like I'm gonna assume drunk or fell asleep at the wheel. Either way. Yeah, drunk and asleep might as well be the same thing. It's like regardless of which one it is, you're either crazy or you're stupid. Either one ain't too flattering. But yeah, like as I said earlier, I don't know what they've been putting in the water lately that caused this to happen. Like I said, literally the same day within a few hours of each other. But good God. How long was it out for? I got home at about 2 o'clock. And it was back. I don't actually know exactly when it came back on. At about 5 o'clock, it was so hot that I had to just leave to get out of the house for a while, so I went and got some ice cream, just something to cool off. And by the time I got back at 6, it was back on. So it was out for about 5 hours? Something like that. I think about it. I think I said it was out for 6 hours earlier, but yeah, actually doing the math, it's more like 4 or 5. It felt like 6 hours. Because I didn't want to be on my cell phone too much on the in case this ended up being like an over a day long thing. Like, granted, if it were an over a day long thing, I probably would have just crashed at Ivy's for a while. But just didn't want to use my phone. Didn't really have anything I could do on my laptop without the internet, so I just kind of passed out for a couple of hours. I attempted to ignore the heat. Keanu Reeves is too powerful. Yes, Keanu Reeves killed the power. He is a vengeful god. He's mad that Gears 5 didn't get announced for Switch. And so he felt the need to spite somebody for it. I don't know why I'm fighting enemies again when I just said I'm trying to avoid them. Because I have way too many room cards already. Did I already use a Calm Bounty? I probably did, but fuck it, I'm sick of fighting. I'm sick of fighting these enemies. These enemies are annoying and I don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna absorb thunder.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're underwater. Why are you absorbing thunder? You cheating bitch. Shock impact. Okie dokie. Let's see. I increased my deck capacity a little bit ago, so I could probably get a couple of more goodies in here to prep for the fight. Didn't I just get a 9 of these? Yes, I did. Very nice. Oh. Oh dear. That puts me over cost. Get rid of the 7 then. And then what else can we do? You like my commentary? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Glad to know someone enjoys it. 40. How much is that? That's too much. 60. That's definitely too much. Trickmaster, what do you do? I'm gonna forget to use it, but sure, why not? There's only one particular enemy card I remember using a lot and actually being useful. And I don't have access to it yet. So we will not worry about that for now. Yeah, I don't really care about that one. Okie dokie. Let's go kill Ursula. Again. While she jabbers on for a second, I'm gonna look up the slight that I'm thinking of that breaks the game to figure out when we get it. My commentary is one of the many things you love. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I assume Ivy and Ian are also responsible for some of the things you love. I'm sure they appreciate it very much, too. Not recipes. Why did I type in recipes? This isn't Final Fantasy 15. That actually might be a fun one to stream. I don't know. I have not... I finished that game, like, when I first got a PS4, a little bit after it first came out. And then I kind of accompanied Ivy and Ian through much of their playthrough, and we had a blast, and that's what kind of inspired us to start the channel. And then I haven't touched it, like, not even since all the DLC finished releasing. So if we don't LP that relatively, if we don't LP that anytime soon, that could be a fun one for a stream playthrough. You love the voices, yeah. The voices is my favorite part of the channel too, honestly. Just because I still kind of would be voice actor, I guess. Just not a very good one. So any game that gives us an opportunity to do the voices, I'm always excited. Oh god. Mickey carded her while I didn't actually have any cards ready. That was smart. No. What? What game did we have, or did I have the most fun doing the voices for, at least? It'd have to be one of the Danganronpas, obviously. I could not tell you which one. I think, in terms of, like, the voices themselves, V3 is up there. Just in terms of the voices. As an actual playthrough, I did not enjoy V3 as much. But just in terms of variety and all the different ones I got to do, I think V3 might actually be my favorite. You enjoy the ones in V3 as well, yeah. Like I said, it's not my favorite playthrough overall. If only because even I'm aware of how I feel like I'm justified in how bitchy I was those last few episodes, because I genuinely do just hate the ending that much. But I'm not so ignorant that I'm aware that it was probably not the most fun thing in the world for most people to listen to. Because nobody likes to just hear people be negative all day. I get it. But like I said, just in terms of the actual voices, that one had the best variety, I think. At least for me. I like the ones that I had. I had a lot of fun with Kaito and Kokichi. I don't want to get ready for that. I want to heal. If you ever throw out a card that I have the capability to do that for. No. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, V3 is definitely the best because we got to do every other character from the previous games on top of it. I didn't think of it that way. You're absolutely right. Come on, do something to me. No. Not playing your game. Not killing your tentacles, going straight for your face. Oh, you're actually almost dead. So if she absorbs thunder, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah. It's your favorite? Yeah, I mean, that's just objective fact. No, I don't want to get ready for anything. I just want to kill you. I have the capability to kill you. Die, 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 die. No. Die. Booyakasha. R.I.P. in pieces, Ursula. We will see you again in Dream Drop. If we ever do Dream Drop. Sorry, you were lurking. You were working on something. Hey, that's alright. None taken, Jux. Can I call you Jux? A lot of the time, I just listen to streams as background noise and rarely participate in chat or anything, so I totally get it. It is more than okay to just lurk. There's things they could have added to the development plan. Yeah. It's a little, It's very cool, but it loses its charm very quickly, especially if you're if you're like me and platinuming it, and you have to go through every single character and get all the different variations of their cards or everything. It can get to be a little grindy, but it's still fun. It's still far and away the best part about V3. But yeah, I would have appreciated a little more. Oh yeah, more than 5 friendship events. Yeah, that would have been appreciated. I kind of get why, especially in the context of the Japanese dub. It's one of those things I almost wish that the Japanese had done what the English dub did, and recycled voice actors, just because that way they would have been able to include more. Like, I'm sure just because of the sheer volume of people, they had limitations on how much they could do with the characters. And that's probably why we only have, like, 3 friendship events. Or 5, my bad. Counting is hard. Have I ever played The Cave? No, I have not. Not familiar with that. You'll find I'm not familiar with most games. I have, like, my 4 or 5 franchises that I'm extremely knowledgeable about, and then I'm just completely lost on everything else. See the Despair Girls characters in it. I have
What are you doing here?
I have many not so good opinions on Despair Girls.
Let me know if I'm getting in the way.
I don't really care for most of the characters it introduced, admittedly. But
I didn't mean that.
But I will agree. Like, even putting aside my personal distaste for them, I actually agree with that. Like, I feel like everything should have been included, including
Are
them.
you crazy? Come on.
Preferably, I actually would have dug seeing some of the
But you're not
Danganronpa
anymore,
3,
right?
the anime only.
Now it's only
I would have been okay with seeing some characters from that in it.
You're looking for. You don't care about me.
I know the anime was
Just
not
like
terribly
you
well
never
received,
cared
and a lot of people are probably glad they didn't
at
appear in
all
it, but I thought it was
about
okay.
our feelings.
Nominees.
I didn't really have an issue with anything it did.
I knew it. Never
Other
even
than,
gave it a thought, did you? Just cause you want to see nominated.
Chiaki's death was admittedly a bit much.
Doesn't go both ways. Tell you the truth, Nominate doesn't even want to look at your face.
Why not?
You should
They
ask
technically
your
did do
memory.
DR3 with a future course, I
Why
guess.
Nominate disappeared from the island.
I guess you ain't wrong.
Remember that, and you'd know.
Did I?
On that note, we are still going to do Despair Girls at some
Is
point.
it my fault?
I don't know when.
Riku.
It's not really a high priority, even though it probably should be, because Danganronpa's kind of a
Go
big thing
home,
on our
Sora.
channel.
I'll care for Nominate. Anyone who goes near.
I'm thinking I might try to, that might be the next, me and Ivy only LP.
What's wrong
Once,
with you?
once Ian
We're
goes back to
supposed be
school.
friends.
And I know that's probably blasphemous, because I know that Nakito plays a prominent role in that
He's
game.
not the only one who's sick of
And I know Ian would have a field day with it. But just in terms of prioritizing stuff that I think all of us want to be there for, I think that's a little lower on the food chain. Also, Replica Riku. Shit. You snuck up on me there, kiddo. Okay, Replica Riku is, not too bad yet. But, this is, spoiler alert, we're gonna be fighting Replica Riku multiple times. His first, 3 ones or so, not too bad. But, he's gonna get to be a bitch a little later on. This is not even his final form. Oh no, don't stun me! Don't stun me, motherfucker! No!
You gotta be kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Get ready.
No, you get ready. We might lose this one. Just a heads up. We need a stronger cure immediately. And that was very dangerous because he very easily could have zeroed me there. I apologize, I see chat moving. I can't afford to look away for a minute. The bright side is I do think we can beat him. God. No, no, no! I'll kill you while you're charging, bitch. You attack me while I'm charging, I'll attack you while you're charging. Motherfucker. Few games to have. 3-player local co-op. It's a Double Fine puzzle platformer. It's going to recommend it, but it's been a while since you played it, so you don't know. Sounds interesting. Ooh, arrow! I remember enough to know that that's going to be helpful in a minute.
Oh, Riku, please wait.
Talent development plan was multiple. Yeah. Danganronpa Mario Party crossover. I'm down. I am absolutely down. I would genuinely play the shit out of that. I love Mario Party.
Riku, where are you?
Oh yeah, spoiler, it's Riku Replica, not Riku. I forget that people haven't played this game.
Are you okay?
Like, actually.
Don't worry about me. Riku, what happened?
Kodaka, please.
Strange. Almost like
I think Kodaka left Spike Chunsoft, didn't he? Like, I don't know if we'll ever be getting another Danganronpa thing.
For good.
Then I wonder what is
Last I
wrong.
heard of him, he was working on some kind of collab with Uchikoshi, who is the Zero Escape guy. That's something I wish I could have played blind for the first time, because I would have gotten so mad. I made the mistake of watching Nico B's playthrough of the Zero
You're
Escape
thinking
series.
Riku isn't your friend. But that's just not true.
You sure?
It wasn't a mistake, it was an excellent playthrough. I enjoyed watching it, but it just...
Thanks to you back there.
That's one of those games, because it's so story-based, you kind of have to
We are in Castle
experience it for the first time while playing it for yourself to fully appreciate it.
A little bit at a time. Riku's probably just forgotten that the two
And
of
so
you
I'm
were
never really
such
gonna have
close
that.
friends. That's all.
Which is
So
sad,
you just
but
forgot?
it's alright.
My guess is that's so. But Sora, instead of being sad, we have to figure out a way to help Riku get his memory back. If we all work together, why, we're sure to get you through this. No need to mow. Jiminy's
Waiting for the
right.
moment when
You shouldn't
Danganronpa
push
goes
your
on
friends
Switch.
away.
Let's see.
Yeah.
August Nintendo Direct. Danganronpa Trilogy announced for Switch along with Monokuma and Smash. Calling it now.
Do you remember our very first promise?
Dante can be the last one added, since Bayonetta was the last one added to Smash
That
4.
was the promise we
I wanted Dante to be next, but you know what? Monokuma can have it.
We promised to never forget to keep smiling.
You're right.
Okay, so there's a couple of super fuck-off abilities I was thinking of. Don't have access to any of them yet. I will have access to the first one soon. Or soon-ish. Level 37. Oh god, never mind. Not soon. Wait, what level am I? What level even am I? Who am? Oh, 32? 32? Okay, never mind. I'm actually close. I am close to super fuck off ability number 1. Who am I? Where do I come from? Not quite a bird, but not quite a man. Rest in peace, Roblo. We miss you. Wait. Oh god. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to look like a huge asshole. Was Roblo? No. No. 1, that's the wrong name. And 2, I'm not sure if he actually died. Oh god. Cutscene, save me. No, Roblo is someone else, first of all. And second of all... Okay, George Lowe! His name is George Lowe. His name is George Lowe and he's still alive. Okay. His name is George Lowe and he's fine. I was thinking of the other big time Adult Swim voice actor. Martin C. Crocker. I believe Martin C. Crocker. He was the voice of Zorak, and he passed away last year, I believe. Yeah, I got mixed up. George Lowe's fine. He's okay. Space Ghost is okay. Harvey Birdman is okay. It's okay, kids. The world is safe. We haven't lost another good one. I mean, we have, because C. Martin Crocker was awesome too. And I'm digging myself a deeper hole, and I just lost a card. Oh, shut the fuck up. You're digging yourself a hole. I'm gonna laugh at you. Yeah, Roblo is, Roblo was the voice of, Captain Marvel and Young Justice. I think. And by Captain Marvel, I mean Shazam, because Miss Marvel stole his name. How deep can I go? We'll find out by the end of the stream. We're what, like an hour in? Yeah, an hour and 18 minutes. We've already gone this low. So we'll see. God. You can't find any physical copies of the cave? Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Was it like an indie type of game, or? I don't know. Indie games weren't as big a last console generation. They only kind of really took off the last one. So I don't know. Because I know a lot of indie games are digital only. Oh yeah, indie games. That was the other thing. I meant to talk about that before when I was talking about how stuff being talked about to death kind of ruins it for me. And makes me less inclined to want to seek it out if I can't stop hearing about it, regardless of how good it may actually be. Undertale. That is the reason I will probably never actually play Undertale. Because, good God. That was back when I was primarily on Tumblr instead of Twitter, and oh dear Lord. We know how hard that one got beaten into the ground. It was made by the same people who made Maniac Mansion and Monkey Island. Came out, was available for everything. Huh. That's weird then. Yeah, it may just be because it's older. Like, it's weird to see stuff that's only one generation old kind of go out of print, but it does happen. Yeah, I don't know. The Undertale, I've kind of, mostly because it's been replaced by Deltarune, which I know is basically the same thing. Like, that's, of course, the one everyone goes on about now. Like, enough time has passed that I would consider playing it. I don't really care for that type of game that much. Let me put it like this. I'd play it for the channel. If I were playing it with people and able to do, like, voices and dumb shit for it, I would not be opposed to playing it now. I feel like enough time has passed that I'm not angry at it for taking over the internet anymore. But it would still have to be in that certain context. Like, it's not something I would play on my own time still. But for the channel, if it won a poll, sure, why not? You somehow avoided spoilers. I actually have too. Like, I've heard some vague implications. Like, I might have an inkling of some stuff that might be considered a spoiler. But, like, in terms of... I have no idea what the plot of that game even is. I really don't. I just know that you fight Sans and Megalovania plays, and I guess Sans is a badass, and I guess you're supposed to be surprised that he's a badass. So I guess, if that counts as a spoiler even, I guess that's the only thing I've been spoiled on. Otherwise, yeah, no, I don't actually know anything about that game. If we were to play it, I can't speak for Ivy and Ian, but I would be going in blind. All you know of Undertale is one specific meme. The Megalovania meme. This is how much I've been good about avoiding it, just because I'm sick of seeing it and just didn't even listen out for it. I don't even know Megalovania that well. I know more about Megalovania. There's a mashup on YouTube of Megalovania and the Buck Bumble menu theme, and I kind of love it. I don't think I should love it, but I do. So yeah, like anytime I start singing Megalovania, I kind of just want to go to that instead. It's a different meme. Which one? Oh yeah, I'm still avoiding enemies. You liked it just for the personality you get from having a game made by 3 people, yeah. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Like, as much as indie developers are kind of a joke, they shouldn't be a joke, but they are in certain mean-spirited circles of the internet. I do have a great respect for people who can actually manage to bring their creation together like that, and especially have it take off regardless of having so few people work on it. Like, it's genuinely nuts to, like, the fact that a game made by 3 people has a bunch of internet personalities seriously vouching that Sans will be in Super Smash Brothers, which I don't think is gonna happen, not even for my bias of disliking the game. Like, I just don't think it's possible for other reasons. But there are plenty of people out there who's like, no, he has a serious chance. Like, that's insane. For a little indie game to have come that far. The video animation of the meme you're talking up is top-notch. Nice. Yeah. It's always appreciated when people actually put effort into their meme videos. Because they don't have to. It's like, it's just a stupid meme. I don't have to make it look good. But sometimes they do. And that's nice. King of the castle. Lord of the manor. Just an attack one, maybe. Starting to get low on Moogle points. Is that an Undertale meme? I didn't know that was an Undertale meme. I just see... I've seen that song, but it's always been to frickin' Nagito dancing. I didn't know. I didn't know, Undertale was the proprietor. It had Sans in it originally? Okay. You would like to see us play it, but you don't know if it's a good idea. People get really invested and will want us to play a certain way. Is that, are you referring to the fact that there's, like, it's like SMT4, right? There's, like, a pacifist run and a massacre run? Like, you have to decide whether you want to kill all your friends or not? It's something like that, right? Oh. This isn't the right room. Rip. Probably would have known that if I'd looked a little more closely at the map, but I can't read. I know reading the map isn't isn't required to read anything, but I can't read. You aren't supposed to even use the attack button if you want the good ending. Yeah. Hey, if that's the way it's intended to be played, then I mean, I'd be willing to try it. But also, yeah, if people are gonna have that much of a hissy fit over it, then yeah, I don't know how worth it that would be. Yeah, that's gonna be, I have to wonder if that's gonna be a point of, contention when we pick P5 back up and get to a point where we have to choose whether or not to date girls. Like, are we going to have people yelling at us to date Kawakami, or... Spoiler alert, we're probably not gonna date Kawakami. I understand why so many people think she's the best waifu. I don't think me, Ivy, or Ian are down for that. It's a little too skeevy for us. You have returned from the depths of hell. Welcome back. That was quick. I wish we could date Lala-chan. Dude, if Lala-chan was actually dateable, no contest. Like, I don't think anyone would argue that we can date Lala-chan. Yeah, if the people we wanted to date were actually dateable, then, I mean, it would be a contest between Lala-chan or Yusuke. But we can't date either of them. You said hi to Tanaka and his hamsters while you were in the depths of hell. Good. I hope they're doing well. The 4 dark days of destruction. I'm glad he's holding up well. He deserves the best. He deserves the best, for he is best boy. With Fuyuhiko being a very close second, that's sometimes ahead of him depending on what day of the week you ask me. The race for best boy in Danganronpa 2 is a tough one. Like, literally go back and forth every day of the week. There was a channel you liked that played it, and somebody sent them a several-page spoiler-free guide. That could work. I'd be willing to do it with a guide. Yeah, I'm always glad they make those. Those are nice. Those were a great help in Digital Devil Saga. Has to be 5 exactly. Of course it does. Yeah, sure. Favorite boy in DR1? That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Taka, or Ishimaru, if you're using the last names. He'll always be Taka to me. Taka was my favorite DR1 boy. What about the president? The president is a very good boy. The president was not with us long enough. He left us too soon. It's okay because he reincarnated as the main character in V3. His time came another day. Thought I meant Kirumi. Oh, that's right. She's a president too, or prime minister, or whatever. I do feel bad that I gave Kirumi so much shit in the playthrough. Like the prime minister thing is still dumb, but like considering how bad that finale got, it's fine. Like, I don't think she was that bad a character. I don't think she was a bad character at all. I'm pretty sure I actually did apologize for that in the LP itself. If I didn't, I'm apologizing now. Because I was definitely too hard on her. Monokuma's impression of Trump. That game got too real, man. That game got way too fucking real. For a game about fiction matters. That game hit a little too close to real world issues. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I already used one. Google, sure. We must take this country back from the bear menace. Probably should not even open this can of worms, but I don't know if I'm gonna be voting or not. That's gonna be something I need to actually start watching news again. Because whenever there's not an election going on, I don't bother because it's just too depressing, frankly. Yeah, 2020's coming. Like, we will probably start seeing, people announcing their candidacy throughout the rest of the year. I don't know how soon we'll have a nominee. I forget what the exact deadline is. I wish we could get Leon as our president. I trust him. I trust him with my life. He's a good man. He will take back this country from the bears for us. Oh, that's right. Let me actually look at something now that I actually know those remember what that recipe is, and that it's actually coming very soon. Only one. What do you do if you got elected? Taco Tuesdays every Tuesday, worldwide, free for everyone, for the rest of his term. Free tacos for everyone. And that's just it. That's just step one. Who knows what he could do next? Yeah, Leon is the president we need and deserve. But probably won't get. Because life is unfair. Malcolm in the middle. What am I even doing? Oh yeah, I'm liquefying cards. I got distracted by looking up slights, and yeah. Where am I even going? Yeah, going that way. I already hit everything in this room. I don't need to hit anything else. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? That's gonna be weird when we when we eventually do play Disgaea 4 and the president thing will finally make sense. Sorry, I'm taking so long, I'm kind of dozing. Not dozing off, I'm not tired. I've slept enough, believe me. But, blanking out for a second. You would like to abolish the second term because it feels like people's priorities is to get reelected. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. Like, it basically takes an entire year off of them actually trying to accomplish anything. Because they focus on getting reelected instead. So I can absolutely agree with that. Leon would also put Monokuma in Smash. Yeah, done deal. It's crazy to think that that's actually possible. Like, I know I've already gushed over Smash and how they can do whatever they want at this point, but, like, they actually could do that. Sakura can do whatever the hell he wants. Absolute madman. Actually, I just had a thought. Does Peter Pan also do the thing? I think Peter Pan might also do the thing. He does not. Okay. Oh, no, he kind of does. Okay. Okay. Peter Pan can also give you, some extra Moogle points. Not as many as Aladdin. He also seemed to kind of shit out experience, which is also helpful, I guess, but yeah, he was giving out some Moogle points, too. What a nice man. I'm sorry I voted you the most punchable face in Neverland 15 years running. You're trying your best. Sakurai Senpai is best senpai. Yeah, Peter Pan's straight up shanking Heartless for their money. Moogle points are essentially money. Now I just want a Peter Pan mod for Yakuza. That's something I could stream Yakuza, I guess. Cause I finally got into it. I've played it a little bit, but not really that much at all. because I like it a lot. I watched most of an LP of Zero. But it's because I was having so much fun just watching it, and I thought it would be fun to do on the channel, I kind of stopped. But if Ivy and Ian aren't feeling it, then I could stream that, I guess. Come on, shank these bitches. Shank them. Shank them, shank them, shank them, shank them, shank them. Nee, 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 nee. The only thing about Yakuza is the fact that, there is no English voiceover, it's subtitles only. So I don't know how good of a game that is to stream. Because, like I said, I know a lot of people, myself included, typically just listen to streams as background noise and aren't actually watching them. So that could get kind of hairy with something like Yakuza. But I don't know. Like I said, if I finish this Chain of Memories playthrough that soon in advance, like well before Three Houses coming out, because like I said, I'm definitely live streaming Three Houses. That's not up for debate. Then I will. I'll think of a couple of potential games and put up a poll, and we will live stream whichever one wins. Is Zero the one where they go Yosh with a low growl? Yeah, that happens. That happens quite frequently. Can we stream Gears? I don't know anything about Gears of War. So yeah, I guess we could. That's the best. The best games to do are ones you either know really well and can serve as like a guide for people seeking help or a walkthrough or whatever, or games you're completely blind on because people want your blind reactions to stuff for the first time, right? So by that logic, yes, I guess we could technically do Gears. It's about war and stuff, yeah, I figured that much. Yeah, not to get all ego raptor, but I'm kind of on the same boat with him when it comes to games like that. I just get sick of shooters. Like, shooters are so widespread and very samey for the most part. Like, again, just basing on what I see in trailers and everything, and like that kind of gameplay just doesn't interest me that much. You want to re-see many faces? That trailer is so bad. Like, I know less about what the fuck that game is even about after watching that trailer. Like, I thought I kind of understood what that series was. And then I saw that trailer, like, no, I don't. I have no idea what they're doing. Like I said, I still see people occasionally complaining about that. Once in a blue moon, I will still see a thread on V crop up saying, "What were they thinking?" And I'm like, I agree. Oh yeah, some memes did spawn from that. I've seen a couple of photoshops of other people with the faces coming out of their faces. I don't know, it was just a very, very strange choice. Especially for a game so close to release. Like, that game's coming out this year. Like, in a couple of months, I believe. Like, you'd think they would have shown off some gameplay, tried to do one last push. But no, they just kind of, did that. And now, as far as I can tell, people have even less idea of what the game is. I certainly have no idea what the game is. I know the main girl with the faces coming out of her faces is apparently voiced by Laura Bailey. That's pretty cool, I guess. So they've got something going for them. Laura Bailey's the goat. Oh yeah, okay, so this is even further off than Three Houses. And this is also something we've talked about possibly doing on the channel, so I don't know. But Catherine Fullbody. That could be fun. Because I played a little bit of the original version and was terrible at it. Could be fun to watch me fuck up on that a lot. They showed gameplay of the game Keanu Reeves. Yeah, they showed some Cyberpunk gameplay. Not too much, if I'm remembering correctly. I think most of it was cutscenes. But yeah, I do believe they had some actual gameplay in it. And I don't think that game's due out until 2020. Could be wrong, my god. Not pre-ordering that one, so I don't know, but I think that one's not out till 2020. And yet that one showed off gameplay. Although, in all fairness, by that logic, I'm pretty sure that that Gears 5 did have a real trailer last year that showed off gameplay. At least I think they did. So I guess they thought, hey, we got it out of the way. But, I don't know, it's still a very bizarre choice. Random dude yelling, "You're breathtaking." That's the only thing you need to know about that trailer. That's the only thing you need to know about that game, period. You saw somebody play Kiwami New Game Plus, and a weapon they had was a model gun that was modified to a point where it might as well have been real bullets. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I know you can shoot people in those games. I've seen people with straight up shotguns and shit. I don't need to go in that room. There's nothing in that room. I am probably actually gonna make a save room in this world, just because I remember the boss of this place being kind of a shit. And I will explain why when we get to him, assuming I'm remembering correctly. I believe I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that, like, that game is classified as a beat-em-up, and yet the most effective way to win against certain people is to just whip out shotguns and spam them. Like, in Zero specifically, there's this mechanic where you fight these guys called Mr. Shakedowns. And if you beat them, they will just drop ridiculous amounts of yen. And they're supposed to be pretty hard. Like, you're supposed to want to avoid them until later on in the game, I'm pretty sure. But if you just stock up on a shit ton of shotguns and just unload them on them, they go down like a fucking sack of potatoes. Gotta go service Ludenberg, which means gotta go. Must say farewell. Farewell, Smashmaster. Thank you for coming out. It's good to have you. Key to the truth. I always forget that. Oh yeah, stuff actually does appear in the. Oh no! Oh, these things! I forgot you were in this game. That's right, your enemy card was obnoxious to get. Oh, okay. Yeah, just explode. Sure, why not? Not gonna break my heart. What is gonna break my heart is fighting white mushrooms. I have no interest in that sort of thing right now. I have no time for you. Something tells me that you can further my career. My career being my levels. Because I don't think those things give out that much experience. I'm honestly not quite sure what their purpose in this game is. Considering, like, the benefits they gave in KH1 aren't really applicable here. I don't think they really do anything helpful. At least I don't remember them being helpful. And thus, we choose to ignore them. Really gonna drop my experience all the way back down there. Come on, man. Oh, I got Glide. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was like, man, I wish I had Glide. Like, oh, I do. It's the summer sale, but you're not sure what you want. Sanctuary, Observer, or Dying Reborn. I unfortunately can't be any help because I'm not familiar with any of those, but best of luck. I hope you, whatever you go with, you get something good. I assume you're talking about the Steam summer sale. I'm probably gonna pick some stuff up from that myself. Maybe, probably all the Final Fantasies that I don't already have on PS4. Except 8, I guess not 8 now. If 8's actually getting a kind of remaster type of thing, then I guess I don't really want to buy the old version on Steam. I cannot wait to play 8. That's one of those things I never really gave 8 a chance, because, again, never owned a PS1, so I couldn't play 7 or 8 or 9 when they first came out. And then by the time I was, like, actually into the rest of the franchise, yeah, okay, yeah, alright, so, confession time. You may probably be able to, if you know who I'm talking about, you might be able to tell just by my sense of humor alone. I was a huge, Spoonie fan back in the day. Ginormous. A little bit too much, because, yeah, I, did what you should never do, and probably let his opinion influence mine a little too much, especially considering I hadn't even played the game. Because his review series of 8, where he just tore at a new asshole for about 4 hours worth of video. Yeah. Like, like, obviously, just, I'm a stupid kid just watching. He's like, man, this guy's just like me. He's all sarcastic and cynical. I'm, yeah. I'm not proud of that phase of my life, but yeah, so I hopped on board the train to making fun of it because it was easy, having never actually played it. And so after growing the fuck up, I'm like, oh, no, I wanna play everything. I wanna give everything a fair chance. I wanna form my own opinion. And I haven't been able to do that with 8 because 8's been the one that's unavailable on PS4. It's been available on Steam, granted. I could have bought it at any point on Steam because it's been up there for years now, but I don't like playing games on PC that much, admittedly. I also only, just last year, got a PC that could handle games. Ain't that right, Kibo? I name my computers, it's not weird. Stop stunlocking me! You motherfuckers! I have had enough of you! Salt and Sanctuary has the highest reviews, but it's very similar to Hollow Knight, yeah. Yeah, I can understand that dilemma. Like, and you really enjoyed Hollow Knight, if I remember correctly, right? So if you play something very similar so soon afterwards and it turns out to be, even if it's only just slightly worse than Hollow Knight, it might just ruin the experience. If you got spoiled by Hollow Knight being that good. So yeah, maybe try something out, a little different. I guess would be my, knowing nothing about any of those games. If I had to make a recommendation, I'd say play something different. It's like, that's what did not help KH3. Was playing another, what basically amounts to a hack and slash game, even with the somewhat revamped combat in KH3. It was not a good idea to play another hack and slash game after Devil May Cry 5, which is probably the best hack and slash game I have ever played, period. Like, I absolutely adore that game with every fiber of my being. Combat in that game feels amazing. And just KH3 by comparison does not. Again, I know Floaty's the meme. I get it. It's a dumb thing with the lengths that some people go to complain about it, but that's how it feels. That's the only way I know how to articulate what's wrong with the combat in that game, is that it's floaty. Also, I did see that I got a gold bar before. I don't know why I chose not to comment on it, but I did see it. We're actually getting them out the wazoo now. Okay, so I know I said no grinding, but on the off chance we start getting a surplus of gold bars that I actually have to go back to older worlds to use them, I reserve the right to, that one of the ones I go back to first will be Agrabah. And if I happen to have Aladdin shank a couple of people for their money while I'm there, then it just happens. It's not grinding, it's just taking advantage of the gameplay. Also, does this room not lead anywhere? This room doesn't lead anywhere. I've wasted our time! Again. I do not like the fact that you cannot, you really can't tell sometimes, oh, we already bought something here. Like, it shows you the room you need to go to, it's more glowy than the others, but it doesn't actually show you from which way that room is accessible. Like, sometimes ones that you think would be are not for some reason. And I remember what I said, I'm making that save room. So I'm 99% sure that this is the boss I'm thinking of. That does something dumb. The fuck was that, Sora? You hit a wooden wall. Not a metal crate. Metal crates will fuck you up, man. Remember that time a bunch of metal crates fell on Worf and they broke his spine? It's fucked up. One day I will stop talking about Star Trek so much. Both in the main LPs and on stream. Today is not that day, but it will happen. I will stop rewatching it at some point. Ooh, speaking of Star Trek, that's right, it's the 26th. I think SF Debris' Evangelion 3.3 review came out today, if I remember correctly. Oh, I know what I'm watching tonight. I've been waiting for that one. Yeah, for all my talk just a little bit ago about not letting my my opinions get influenced by people as easily these days. I am very much all about SF Debris just because he articulates things very well in a way that a lot of the stuff he reviews I'm not sure how I feel about. So just hearing someone with a good head on their shoulders kind of put things in perspective helps a lot. Like he helped me sort out how to feel about the Monica movie. the third one that did some stuff that we won't get into. Because I don't know how much overlap this audience has with Madoka Magica. But just in case, I would not dare spoil that series for anyone. Oh man, I'm so threatened. This pleasant, non-threatening music. Happy birthday to Kirby64 and the Crystal Shards! That game was released 19 years ago. The first Kirby game I played, after discovering Kirby through Smash. And still one of the best ones in my opinion, even after playing a bunch more. Okay, motherfucker. Okay, this is Captain Hook. One of the worst bosses in Shade of Memories. And I'll tell you why as soon as he actually does it. What the fuck? Oh, look at that health already. Oh dear. No. I'm not gonna play that game with you. Oh god. No, no, no. Ooh. No. God. He is just breaking my shit left and right. Ooh. If I could get another friend card, so I could, use a slight. Oof. Okay, it seems like he's doing what I thought he could do, but it's also not doing the effect I thought it would. Okay, now he is. Okay. You see how those zeros are blue? They're not usually zeros. He has an ability that changes every card in his deck, I believe, to a zero. What am I doing? Nope. Okay. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Oh yeah, I actually have to wait, because otherwise he'll just zero me. Oh, he's actually down to his last bar. Okay, okay. We're in good shape. Oh, God.
Peter Pan!
Woo! Motherfucker. I should not have won that. You a bitch, Captain Hook. Yatta. Hey, Captain Cook. And when you take your zeros, shove up your ass. Give me some CP, for the love of God. About to have to fight Repliku again. I'm gonna need more CP. Blah 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 blah. Okay, update. I was right. SF Debris Evangelion 3.33 review went up today. The summary. We finally returned to see what happened to Shinji. The answer? I have no idea. So I waited all this time for his review. And I get the feeling that that it's not going to help me sort out my feelings on the film at all. God damn it. What's the matter, Tink? I have a me card. No, I actually can I take Peter's with me? So we can shank more people for money? That'd be nice. Suddenly Moogle? What? I don't get it. Oh, Japanese humor. Where the fuck did the Moogle come from? I don't get it. Yeah, while we're talking about Ava, shout out to the Netflix dub being trash. I actually don't think I talked about that on stream at all last night. Like, it's the supporting cast is okay. I listened to a big big thread of clips from every character. A lot of the supporting cast is fine. It's just the main three kids. It's just the main three kids, and the actual translation itself is bad. Hey, bro, wanna fight again? Probably should have rebuilt my deck.
Take the hint. I told you to go home.
Not until I rescue you and Namine.
I don't remember ever asking you to rescue me.
Did you forget? Kyrie's there, waiting for us both to come home.
You're the one who forgot. I told you at Kingdom Hearts when we closed the door. Take care of Kyrie. Give it up. I'm not going back to the islands. For anything.
It's not just for Kyrie. What about the rest?
You can have those losers. Already forgot them.
That's enough.
I mean,
What
I know
about
Titus,
you,
Selfie,
Sora?
and Waka basically serve no
Do you
purpose in this
actually
series, but
remember
also, come on, man.
What they all look
They ain't
like?
hurting anybody.
Of course I remember.
Because at that time the three of them ganged up on Sora and took his lunch money, but that aside... Oh yeah, you can't remember them either.
Don't feel bad. That's what this castle does to you. After a while.
You're after a while.
It's good. You forget all the useless stuff and remember for the first time what really matters.
You really matter. Wait.
I remembered it, Sora. I now know the one thing that is most important to me. Protecting Naminé. Nothing else matters. Not a thing.
If it's a onesie, why does he need a belt? To attempt to hide the fact that it's a onesie. Like, if I have a belt, maybe they won't realize it's all one single piece. This anime bullshit.
Hey, Riku.
Also, you know, it needs a belt because it's an Nomura
I
design.
think I'll jog your memory.
That would probably would have been the more obvious answer.
Go ahead and try.
Alright. I think he's still in his easy mode. I don't think he's considered hard mode until his hand starts glowing. Yeah, just stun lock me. I love it when they stun lock me. Goofy! I need you to actually hit him! Don't Donald me! Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna die! Oof. Okay, that sucked. So let me redo my deck, or just retry? I forget. Okay, good, good. I want to mess with my deck a little because I've actually got my CP up quite a bit. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? Actually, we're gonna start fresh. It's good to start fresh every once in a while. Okay. Let's see. Alright, no Kingdom Keys if we can help it. We need better Keyblades. Okay, not sure if that's going to be pushing things or not, but we'll try it. No. We're going to try to avoid Kingdom Keys for the time being. Because they're not terribly helpful. Other than for keeping deck costs down. I was gonna say, why do I have so many pumpkin heads? That's Midnight Roar. That's the one I literally just got, and that's technically a special one. Ooh. I apologize, I forget how these buttons work sometimes. get away with it. I was gonna say if we can get away with having 3 cures, but I don't think we can. I also can't get away with that. I also have no zeros. That's smart. Let's see. Get rid of that one. Keep forgetting that zeros are a necessity in this game. I'm also actually gonna switch that because I feel like getting to my zeros faster is more important than getting able to potions and cure faster. Ugh. One more 0. Let's see. Alright. Alright, we'll see how that does. Again, we're gonna try not to grind. When I was just playing on this on my own time, just doing whatever it took to get through it as painlessly as possible. If I ran into a problem like this, I would just go back and grind my CP until I had enough to take him out. But we're gonna try and die like men here. The subtitle is "Getting Good" for a reason. Shit, he's gonna zero me. He's gonna zero me. He didn't zero me! Ooh, stupid motherfucker. I take it. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. You're so smart, Riku. Zero my potion, bitch. No, no, no. Let me reload. Fuck. Don't zero me. Do not zero me. Do not zero me. Alright, that's fine. Take turns charging. That's fine. Oh. It's a great time for my leg to cramp up. Oh no, 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 no. Don't zero me. Oh shit, did not mean to do that. No! 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 I'm trying to reload! Oh, reload! Oh my god.
Get ready.
No. No, no, no. Woo! Fuck you, Rico! Repliku. Whatever the fuck you're calling yourself these days. I repeat, that was not even his final form. This guy's a bitch. This guy's such a fucking bitch!
Too bad, Sora. You can fight me all you want, but I still won't remember a thing.
Come on, Riku. Let's quit
I
fighting.
wish I could forget
Let's go
you.
help Naminé.
Together. Right. So like you. Sora, you're always trying to worm your way into my heart.
Hold on. When did I ever do that?
Huh. You forgot that too?
Jesus
You never
Christ.
cared. It never mattered to you.
We get it, you're a gay boy. Please,
You won't
stop.
push me away.
We learned Magnet Spiral. Isn't that special? Hey, namina namane. Namana namana namana.
Does it hurt, Naminé? Watching your two childhood friends fight, all because of you.
Eh?
You have my sympathies from the heart.
I don't feel
But
it.
don't waste your time.
I don't feel anything anymore.
We nobodies can never hope to be somebodies.
I don't get it. Riku and I, we both want the same thing. Both of us want to help Naminé out. How come we're fighting each other? I mean, Riku and I have argued about stuff in the past, but
Could be 'cause you care what happens to each other.
I really thought so too. But maybe Riku doesn't.
You can't give up your friends. Come together. Sora, Riku, and...
Corey.
It seems our memories are fading mighty fast. Sora, we gotta hurry. I bet Riku will come around if you just talk to him.
You're right. We three were never apart. Me and Riku and Naminé.
Dun dun dun! How could he forget his best friend Corey? Ah! Betrayal. Doo-doo. Oh, is that all we have left? Okay. Alright. In that case, I actually think I'm going to peace out for tonight. I was hoping to stream a little later. Yeah, because I don't have work tomorrow. I could stay up late. But also just because of the stress of the day, I've still got a pounding headache that I thought I had gotten rid of, but it's still going. So I think I'm gonna peace out, get some Advil, and just chill out the rest of the night. But 2 hours ain't bad. If I could just keep up on this pace and doing it 2 hours every night, or at least every other night, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, maybe if the next world wasn't Winnie the Pooh, or I guess we could also do Hollow Bastion, but that one takes a while and is grindy. But yeah. So this is gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Good night, Mr. Juxtaposable. Good night, everyone else. Anyone else watching? I think other people are still watching. Who knows? Regardless, thank you. I love you all. We'll try and do this again tomorrow. I think we can manage, like I said, even if it's just 2 hours or so. We'll try. Bye!